The YWCA of South Hampton Roads is doing a 21-day racial equality challenge. Organizers hope this will help eliminate racism and discrimination from our community. 10 on your size, Marielena Balouris is here with how you can participate.
Yeah, this challenge is for anyone, anywhere. All you need is a computer. The YWCA of South Hampton Roads says the challenge will create a framework to have an open and honest discussion about race in our community. It's in the mission statement of the YWCA of South Hampton Roads.
We have this tagline: our mission is to eliminate racism and empower women.
But YWCA President and CEO Dr. Mary Kate Andrus says the organization was struggling to meet the first part of that mission, so they decided to do something to change that.
The idea is really that we are committed to eliminating racism, but that in order to do so, we need to educate people about what is racism, what is structural racism, what is institutional racism, what is white privilege.
Andrus says YWCA staff started looking into internal anti-racism training programs before the death of George Floyd and nationwide protests. But then
we decided that this would be something not only to educate ourselves, but to educate our community.
So what exactly is the 21-day challenge?
It's about racial justice and social justice.
And it starts with a daily email.
It sets the context for discussion. Every day you receive 2 or 3 things to watch, read, or listen to.
Then you reflect, either privately or in a Facebook group moderated by the YWCA. Andrus says it's all about creating an open and honest dialogue.
We are trying to educate people in our community so we can have a decent, civil conversation about the topics at hand and then come up with a solution on how we can undo the systemic racism that exists.
She hopes people open themselves up to learning something new and then take steps to combat racism. More than 450 people in Hampton Roads and more than 2,000 people across the state have signed up. You can sign up for the challenge at any time, and if you missed any days, the content from that day will be on the YWCA's website. We'll share all that information for you on WAVY.com. In the newsroom, I'm Marielena Balouris, 10 on your side.